Hi everyone, Stepan here. I have the white pieces in this one, and my opponent again has a provisional rating. Now, yesterday's game, I'm going to say it was equal throughout, and then my opponent outplayed me in a double rook endgame. For some reason, I played the London system now. Okay, haven't played it in a while. Let's see what happens. He played e6, so, and especially in conjunction with bishop e7, white has a more active position now. I think white always has a small edge here. I'm going to play knight e5, which is the most active way to play. And his problem piece is the bishop on c8. He could try and open the center up, but it's going to be very hard to get the bishop past these 2 pawns. Okay, he wants to play for an attack on the queen side with b5, b4, which leaves me the option to go e4 and break his center through this side. And in fact, I can play e4 immediately. But yes, c4 is a strange move. c4 is a strange move because it gives up the e4 square basically without any consequences. Now, I could play for e4, but I could also simply go g4 and g5. I don't know which is better. e4 is definitely the more principled move. Okay. I mean, I like g4. On g4, he probably plays knight fd7. I could also play b3 straight away. Or I could castle, which seems to be the most normal move. So either castles, b3, e4, or g4. Those are my candidate moves. If I go b3, he cannot go b5. So if I go b3, he could take on e5, and then d takes e5, knight d7, queen h5, g6. I like b3. I like b3 the most because I think he has to take on e5 now. I could have undermined his center with e4, but b5 cannot be played, so I don't see why I wouldn't play b3 while I have the chance. And if he takes on e5, I take with the knight, and I don't have to play queen h5, I can simply win the c4 pawn. So I think he either has to take on e5 or play c takes b3, which is of course good for me, because it opens up my rook and breaks his center. Okay. If something like okay, he takes now. Of course, I would like to take with the pawn. But the question is, do I have enough? Because I have a good position without a kingside attack. So I don't have to go crazy with d takes. So I think I'm just gonna take with the bishop, now that he exchanged first. If queen c7, or if I had taken with the pawn, then queen c7 was coming. I would have had to play c4 very early. This way I keep my position closed and I have one pawn island. And if he moves the knight, I can always retreat. And I'm still controlling the c7 square. And if he ever plays e5, he's going to have an isolated queen's pawn without his knight on f6 for the moment. And I still have queen h5 ideas. It's not as if they are gone. So I think this was better, less risky. If he plays b6, I can always choose to play queen e2, although I don't have to. Okay, he wants to play e5. But this does weaken his king a lot, actually. And if I play queen h5, he has to go f5, I think. Because if he goes g6, then bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes, king f8, queen h6, king f7, queen h7, king f8, bishop f4. I don't think he can play g6. And if he plays h6, then I can go bishop c7. Okay, I'm gonna play queen h5. I think this has to be correct. f6 is a weird move. If I go bishop c7, he goes queen d7. Blocking in the bishop. So I think for now I'm just going to castle. Okay, c4 seems like a perfectly normal move to me. But then again, he will have bishop c6. Okay, c4. Nevertheless, I'm going to break down what's left of his center. If bishop b4, I actually could go rook fd1. Okay, it's very, very tempting to play c5 here. c5 with b6, I have b4. e5 still wins a pawn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go c5. I like this. And I'm going to try to reinforce e5 with knight f3, but I need to get my queen out of the way first. I want to go queen e2 to prevent bishop b5, and then I want to go knight f3. Sorry, I made more coffee, let me just go get it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play b4. I don't have to play b4. Okay, I'm going to play b4. I'm going to force him to either play e4 or take on d4. Because if he plays e4, I have bishop b3, and if he takes, his pawn on e4 is weak. Oh, on d5, excuse me. I'm very tempted to play bishop b3 here, because if he plays a4, I can go bishop a2 with the threat of b5. And if he takes, I can take the rook and then take on d5. I like bishop b3. I'm gonna play bishop b3. Now I'm threatening b5, so I don't think he has time to take. Because a takes b4, rook takes a8, queen takes a8, bishop d5. Bishop d5, queen d5, king h8. I could simply play queen b3 with rook b1, and I'm gonna win that pawn. Okay. Now after bishop a2, I'm still threatening b5, and I don't see how he defends it. I don't see it yet. Because after b5, bishop b5, bishop d5, king h8. Okay. Now I'm pretty sure I want my queen on f3. But let me double check. Because he does have knight e6. Queen f3, knight e6 is annoying. But queen f3, knight e6, I could go queen d3. After queen f3, he could go bishop b5 first. No, he cannot. I'm gonna go queen f3 with the idea of queen d3. His position seems very loose to me. Now if I go queen d3, he can go queen d7, reinforcing the b5 square. So I'm gonna go rook e1 first, to make sure my rook is not on a light square, and to make sure that I can trade if he ever moves the bishop away. Therefore weakening d5. And he should play queen d7, I think, set up a blockade. And I need to play h4, h5, weakening his king side. Or that's what I would like to play. This also prevents knight e6. Okay. I'm going to increase the pressure with knight f1, knight e3. And if he plays knight e6 now, I think I can go queen c3. Okay, queen c3 seems normal. And then knight e3. Oh, his dark squared bishop is a poor piece. He cannot really go f5, bishop f6, because I'm gonna throw in bishop e5 and trade. Okay, he wants to go knight e4. I don't think I can allow knight e4. Yeah, I'm going to prevent that. I don't want to allow knight e4. e3 is sufficiently defended. I can play knight e3 next move. So after knight e3, how can I get a third piece onto d5? It doesn't seem easy. Okay, definitely don't want to trade rooks if I don't have to. His bishop is even worse on f8. I mean, he's gonna have to waste time on something like king g8, but he doesn't really want to play king g8, so he's gonna have to play king h8. Okay, now b5. Bishop b5. Is there anything better? Maybe I can go rook b1, queen b2. I actually like rook b1 and queen b2 with the threat of b5. No, no, no. I don't want to do that. That's... he may have b6. Okay, rook d1 with the idea of taking or trading pawns seems sensible. Or maybe rook c1 to prevent b6. That also makes sense, because rook c1 threatens actually a stronger b5, because I will have c6 and c7. I like that. This prevents b6, because I can just take on b6 with tempo. And don't forget about my bishop on g3. Because now I want to go b5, bishop b5, knight d5, and I want to go knight c7. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I'm just going to throw in... Wait a minute, bishop e5, rook e5, d5, d4. Ah, he has d4. So, b5, bishop b5, knight d5. If he plays bishop back to c6, what do I do? b5, bishop b5, bishop d5. He could take the knight there, but on knight d5 he plays bishop back to b6. And I could go rook c4, or queen c4, excuse me. Ooh, very complicated. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to switch my rook back to the d file because I want to play bishop e5 without running into d4 at some point. I think I'm keeping all of my ideas open. I'm aware that I'm moving my rook twice, but f5 is a weakening move and I want to be able to exploit that. I didn't want to go bishop h4 because he has simply h6. Okay, now I'm definitely playing bishop f6. Okay. I'm taking and playing b5 because I can get in with check. And my pawn is defended. Okay, I mean, if he wants to do that, that's fine. He's just giving up the exchange for nothing, I feel. If he goes king f7, I win the knight. So I'm gonna go queen e5. I think this should be it. I don't think he can save his knight. He can trade off all the pieces, but that's not gonna help. Okay, I think this should be it. Of course, I have a minute on the clock. I could mess up, but I don't think I'm going to mess up. Wait, maybe he could go knight e6. I thought he couldn't. I actually have to calculate that. Okay, knight e6. Yeah, he can go knight e6. Am I in time to double my rooks? I think I am. Yeah, it should be fine. I can go rook e3. I thought he just straight out couldn't play knight e6, but maybe he can. It's probably his best try. I mean, all of his pieces are going to be pinned, but at least he doesn't lose a piece straight away. Maybe he's offline or something. Wow, why? Okay. I mean, 96 is bad, but this has to be worse, right? Okay. This was a strange decision. Wait. Yeah, I don't know why he did that. And he's offering peace trades now. He just wants to get 3 connected passed pawns. I can understand that. Yeah, let's just defend my bishop. I don't have to do anything stupid. I'm controlling the e file. It's the only open file. He cannot move his queen away from e6. I don't have to risk much. Okay. Now I'm thinking I can go rook b1 for rook b6, queen f6. I could also go rook b2. I'm gonna go rook b2. And if a3, rook b6, bishop a2, queen f6, okay, he takes. That's fine with me. Okay. I'm assuming a queen trade wins, so... But maybe I don't have to trade queens immediately. Yeah, let's just win the pawn. Yeah, I don't want to trade queens if I don't have to. Sorry for not talking, I'm trying not to mess this up. Okay, yeah, this is just checkmate. Okay, let's have a look at the game. Okay, e3, c5, c3, knight c6. Yeah, bishop e7 is it's not as active. c4 I've never seen before, so let's start from here. Bishop c2, h4 immediately. I played b3, which equalizes. Yeah, but h4 seems stronger. And then knight f3. Okay, so this is a slow motion attack. So let's assume they trade. I take with the pawn, knight e7, and then knight f3. It seems strong. I don't know, I wouldn't be too convinced. I'm not good enough to realize that this is +2 almost. Bishop e5, here, castles. Okay. c4 is a mistake. I should go bishop d3 and just leave the pawns there. Okay. c5 is okay. It's not the best move, but... Okay, b4 takes. Bishop b3 is a mistake. I could have taken and played bishop b3, which forces queen d8. Okay. h4. Why would I allow knight e4? Can I just take it? Wait. h4, knight e4, takes, pawn takes. It does seem overwhelming. I didn't see it though. This was very strong. Okay, f3. I did have b5. Okay, let's have a look at it. b5, bishop b5. Knight takes. Okay, let's assume rook takes. And let's say bishop back to c6. Yeah, I can just go knight f6. And then again b5 with the same idea. Okay. Oh, bishop takes d5 with mate on e7. Yeah, knight e6, I thought I could just double rooks. Like this, and I couldn't see what he does. Yeah, but f4 is not defended. Okay. Yeah, but knight f3 is weird. Okay, Thank you for watching. Hope you got something from the game. Stay tuned for more chess. Bye bye.